Welcome to Tenor Tech, where I solve the problems you didn't even know you had.
You start by isolating power and accessing the cluster. Disconnect the 12V negative terminal and remove the dash trim now. Once done, unbolt the instrument cluster. There are typically 4 screws, then ease it forward to reveal the back. Make sure to label each screw and take photos of connector positions. This saves time when reassembling. Inspect the wiring harness and connector pins for corrosion or bent contacts, and note any burnt traces on the PCB so you know where to focus repairs next. Next, verify the RPM signal and its path. You will probe the sensor feed and signal with a multimeter and scope if available. Look for the reference 5V or 12V and a pulsed waveform as the engine is cranked. Then trace continuity to the ECU and onward to the gauge cluster, because an open or high-resistance connection often causes a dead or erratic meter. If you find loose pins or cracked solder joints, reseat pins, replace connectors, or reflow solder to restore reliable electrical contact. Finish by reassembling the cluster and reconnecting the battery, then perform stepwise checks with the ignition on and the engine at idle. Use a scan tool to clear stored fault codes and monitor live RPM data so you can confirm the gauge follows the ECU reading. If the needle remains erratic, swap in a known good cluster or gauge to determine whether the cluster or the vehicle wiring is at fault. If problems persist, inspect grounding points and revisit solder joints. Poor ground or cracked pads are common culprits.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to keep your life in tune.